is so hard to hold this book. Hello YouTube, my name is EbonyThief, and today I would like to talk to you about The Throne of Glass. Okay, so I knew it was a Throne of Glass series, but I wasn't sure if this was called Throne of Glass, something else, but it's just called Throne of Glass. First book in the series, Throne of Glass. First thing, let's just read the summary. When magic has gone from the world and a vicious king rules from his throne of glass, an assassin comes to the castle. She does not come to kill, but to win her freedom. If she can defeat 23 killers, thieves, and warriors in a competition to find the greatest assassin in the land, she will become the king's champion and be released from prison. Her name is Selena Sardathian. The crown prince will provoke her. The captain of the guard will protect her. And a princess from a foreign land will become the one thing Selena never thought she'd have again, a friend. But something evil dwells in the castle, and it's there to kill. When her competitors start dying horribly one by one, Selena's fight for her freedom becomes a fight for survival, and a desperate quest to root out the source of evil before it destroys her world. Choked up at the end there because it was so emotional. So I think I should start off with things that I like about the book. I like the cover. It's so pretty. Look at that. Having this on your bookshelf just adds to the aesthetic of it. It is so gorgeous. Even naked. Have you seen this thing naked? You're about to. Look at that. It's so dark. Then it's just Throne of Glass. It's pretty. I like it. And that was just about it for what I liked. What I didn't like is it's a lot. Let's get into some notable characters. You have the main character, the one who's it's basically in her point of view, Selena Sardathian, assassin extraordinaire, most amazing assassin ever. Very, 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 very pretty, always looking gorgeous in all these dresses and badass assassin. Blah, 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 blah. I don't like her. You have the crown prince, Dorian Havillard. Handsome, bright sapphire blue eyes, brown, dark, possibly black hair, not brown hair, black hair, and every single woman of the court wants him because he's the crown prince. So yeah, they're gonna wanna, they want that. They want that princely D. You got Captain of the Royal Guard, Kale. Basically his name is Kale, but it's spelled Choal, but it's pronounced Kale. Or Kale. That sounds like kale. Kale. It's just Kale with an accent. His name is Kale. Best friend of the prince, captain of the royal guard. So, can you guess the love triangle yet? You got the foreigner princess, or princess from a foreign land, Nahima Yetgerier. Something like that. Pronunciation guy says that. You got this awesome thief guy named Knox. You got this bully guy named Kane. You got this female bully named Coltane. Coltane. Or Caltane. Her name is just, like, no wonder she's so mean. That name. That name. You got this guy, Duke Parrington. I think his name is Duke Parrington. His name is Duke Parrington, but I call him Duke P because just... he's notable, but blah. I don't care about him. You got the king, the one that's ruling everything with an iron fist, the one that's crushing all these rebellions by the heel of his boot, the one that's burning all these really amazing books about magic and history in general. Pretty terrible guy. He's a tyrant king. That's the word. Tyrant king. And then you have the first queen of everything, Queen Elena. Those are pretty much all the important characters. So let's get into the sort of kind of plot summary that I will attempt to do. The book starts off with Selena getting brought to Prince Dorian. Dorian offers her the chance to enter the competition to win her freedom. If she wins the competition, she has to serve under the king for 4 years doing his dirty work, and then she will get her freedom. Her name will be cleared. She will be set free with all the money and gold she earns under the years of servitude. So she doesn't want to be stuck in a mining prison. Think of that prison in Markarth. It's that, minus the Forsworn and Dragonborn, and there's no way out. And you die there. So she wants to get out of there, obviously. So she's like, yeah, cool, I'll join. They travel to the castle. She enters the competition with 23 other people. So among these 24 competitors, you got Selena, obviously. You have this one awesome thief dude named Nox. I feel like he's a really cool dude. Thought he was going to be the evil guy, but that didn't happen. I'm kind of disappointed. And then you have this obvious bully type, and that's Kane. He's the one he's basically the jock of the high school. He's good at everything. He's good at all the physical activities, and he just tries to provoke Selena to do something crazy and stupid because he knows who she is. Selena enters this competition under the name of Lillian because she has such a background as the Queen of Shadows, as the best assassin under the name Selena Sardathian, but you can't enter a competition with other assassins, murderers, killers, and other criminals under this name that has so much weight and history to it. They would want to get rid of her like that, and she had just come from this prison where she's basically emaciated and very, very weak. She needs to get her strength back during the competition, so she won't be able to fight 23 people off. I don't see how she could at full health, but she wouldn't be able to fight 23 people off being sickly and emaciated. So she enters under the name Lillian something or other, a jewel thief. So they just ignore her. They're like, meh, whatever. Selena doesn't like being ignored. She doesn't like it. She wants to be the center of attention. She wants to win everything, get all the pats on the back, say, congratulations, you're great, you're amazing, and gosh, you're so darn pretty. She wants all that. Which is stupid, because you can easily win this competition by just doing nothing. Scrape by, and then kick ass when there's like 5 of you left. They won't be able to react, and you would win. And then you get your freedom. Your freedom! What's really, really weird about her is she is flip-floppy about this whole situation about hiding her identity and winning the competition easily. Because she notices Kane, he wins most of the competitions and people clap him on the back and say congratulations and oh my god, oh my god, Kane is so great. She wants that. But she also wants her freedom, something that she hasn't had for a very, very long time. And so she's willing to risk her freedom to get a pat on the back. Am I supposed to believe that? Like, why? Why would you risk something so important like freedom to be your own person, to not even bother to hide who you are, to be free, but you're willing to risk that for being awesome for a second? Doesn't make any sense. She's supposed to be the best assassin. Aren't you supposed to hide in the shadows? She can't do that. What is it? It's Assassin's Creed. What is it? You blend in with the crowd. It's called something, but you basically blend in with the crowd and then you make your kill and you get the fuck out. You need to blend in with the crowd. You need to get rid of your people, and then you need to get the fuck out in 4 years. It's that easy. She, for some reason, can't do that. So during this competition, the competitors start winding up dead with like the insides of their heads clean, their joints and all that, like their Achilles heel are cut so they can't run, and their guts are ripped out and I guess eaten. I don't really remember, but all the competitors just start coming up dead. Always happens a few days before the competition, so it's pretty obvious it's one of the competitors doing it, and then it's really more obvious who it is. Like, pretty early on. I didn't mark pages this time, but it's pretty obvious. Did I mention spoiler alert? So, spoiler alert. It's pretty obvious that Cain is the one doing this, that Cain is the one killing everyone. There are these things called word marks in this world, and word marks hold a type of magic. I guess it depends on the word mark, what kind of magic it is. And Selena and Nehemia, they come across Cain in front of the clock tower digging word marks into the ground or something. He just smiles and walks away, or I guess the word marks are already there. I don't know, but he was doing something with word marks. And Selena's like, what are these? What is all this? And Nehemia's like, nothing. They don't matter. They're dangerous. Don't touch it. So she doesn't know anything, clearly. And Cain was just seen messing with them, and there are word marks, or wiped away word marks, found at some scenes of the murders, and it's pretty obvious that it's Cain. See, this is something that I did. I'm thinking, no, it can't be Cain, because you just basically told me it was Cain. It's Nox, because Nox is being really nice to her. You keep your friends close and your enemies closer, and Nox is in control of everything. He's in control of everything. And it wasn't Nox. I was very sad and disappointed that he was innocent, but he was still a really cool dude in the book, so I do like his character. The author tried to push that, I think the author was trying to push that it was Nehemia that was doing all the murders, but I couldn't see that. For some reason, Selena, she thought that Nehemia was the one doing all the murders because she was disappearing for some amounts of time, but she's a princess. She's gonna be in court with the other royalty and just like blend in with them, I guess. See, Nehemia's like way better as Selena at espionage, so like that's why I like her. She's pretty badass too. Author tries to put it on Nehemia. Definitely not Nehemia. Don't know why Selena thought it was Nehemia. I saw no evidence of that, and I saw all evidence of Cain being the one to, like, be the person that is doing all these terrible things. I'm really struggling to say what this book is about because it's mainly competitions and scenes of, like, there's not really a lot in here, is there? There's not a lot of substance in here. Huh. In the end, Selena wins the competition. Big shocker there. But I feel like that ending fight, I guess that was supposed to be what's considered the climax. It was probably the most interesting part of the book. So in the end, Selena gets drugged / poisoned with this drug called a Bloodbane. And what Bloodbane does, it calls to the magic in your blood and allows you to see the other world. Like, imagine you got your plane of existence, and then beyond that, you got the ghostly plane of existence, the existence of the dead. And because of Bloodbane, and she got magic in her blood, she is able to see the other world. She's able to see these demons, these creatures. She's able to see the world of the dead. And it's freaking her the F out, and she's fighting against Cain because, duh, they're gonna fight at the end. She's fighting against Cain. Cain is a shadowy, evil figure because he's been doing evil things. He's been murdering people for their power using this dangerous magic called word marks and just being an all-around awful person who was working with the king. But we'll get into that maybe, if I remember to get into that. I hope I will. So you got Selena freaking out. She's seeing all these other creatures who's coming after her. Because I guess they are now seeing her. They're coming after her, and Nehemia, she can also see these things, but she's protected more. and she can also see these things, and she decides to use her magic. She knows all about word marks, in case you didn't know, in that one scene when she told Selena, don't worry about it, it's evil, you don't need to know anything about that. She knows everything about that. And she uses it to call forth the first queen of Ardalon, Queen Elena, who comes in all this glistening armor and magic and just starts fighting them back and does some magic to get the poison out of Selena's blood so Selena can come to fight Kane and ultimately win. And she wins. Kane dies at the end. Not by her, but by the captain of the guard. It's all a thing. Selena wins. She becomes a king's champion, king's assassin, king's whatever the hell. And she's finally getting her freedom, eventually, in 4 years. Like, she's on her way to get her freedom. And happy ending. Ish. Another thing I didn't like about this book was the forced love triangle that was going on between, like, you could pretty much guess it from the inside summary, between Selena, the Crown Prince, and the Captain of the Royal Guard. It was just thrown in there. You got one chick being all sassy to the Crown Prince and being sassy to the Captain of the Guard and cracking jokes and, like, playfully hitting them. It's just all really, really high school. Like, she's a tsundere? She's a tsundere, basically calling them all stupid, teasing them, and then they wind up liking her. Whatever. It's all really basic high school stuff. You got the jock, who's the prince. You got the nerdy, reliable friend that will always be there for you. That's the captain of the Royal Guard. And then you got the girl who's not noticing either of them until, like, it's about prom time, and then she needs a date and needs to pick between the two. It was only in there because all books need a love triangle, and so you got a love triangle. You got her making out with the prince for a little bit, and the captain being jealous because his best friend's the Crown Prince, and getting this assassin chick that they're both like, no, we can't trust you. You're an evil assassin. I want to stick my tongue down your throat, but you're an evil assassin. Let's have sex, but you're an evil assassin. So I can't trust you. But you know what? You're really pretty, and I want to be with you. It's all really, really weird. Doesn't make there's really no substance to this love triangle other than noticing the attraction or what makes the other character attractive. That's it. But it's supposed to be a love triangle. There's no substance to these relationships. They're acquaintances. They're barely even friends. Until later on, where Kale kills Kane, and he's like, oh my god, I never killed anyone. Which is weird. He's the captain of the Royal Guard. I feel like when you did, like, no one came after the family and you didn't have to kill anyone. Really, dude? Really? You never killed anyone? Really? Huh. You're not good at your job, are you? There's another character in here that I feel like isn't mentioned a lot. Her name, like I said, her name, Coltane? Caltane? Very ugly name. Very ugly personality, too. But I feel like it's not her fault that she's a total bitch, because have you heard her name? I would hate everything, too. This poor chick, she is used and abused so much. I feel bad for her. I feel more bad for her than I do for Selena, because I hate Selena and I actually prefer Coltane, even though she's obvious. Catelyn. Who is Coltane? I don't know. What is Coltane? I don't know where that came from. Catelyn. God. Catelyn, I feel bad for her. She is a woman of her time trying to get with the Crown Prince, because that's how she can definitely ensure a really good life. You get with the prince, you bang him, you pop out his son, you're good to go for a nice, chill existence in a castle made of glass. It gets hot in there, doesn't it? Like a greenhouse. I wonder if they have a greenhouse. So Catelyn, she gets involved in this subplot that is probably going to be a bigger thing late in the second book, and I'm actually noticing. I read a little bit of the second book, and I'm noticing that subplot that was kind of, it seemed like it was thrown into this book, that is coming out it's starting to come out and show in the second book. So this subplot involves this ring that is pure blackness. I would call it ebony, but nah, I'm not calling it ebony. We'll call it obsidian or something like that. This black obsidian ring that is able to control people and their thoughts, or at least put thoughts in other people's heads in order to control them. And Catelyn, she gets used and tested on and abused. Duke P, he has the ring and he has been using it on Catelyn and uses her to poison Celaena in the final battle. And when Celaena wins, the Duke uses the ring again to get Catelyn to just go off in a rage, being like, you said it would work, I poisoned her and she still won, what is this? Like, why did she win? They're like, you poisoned her? Send her to jail. And she's obviously pissed because she was used. This poor girl. I feel so bad for her. She gets shit on, even in the beginning when she was introduced, where she comes up to the prince, like, being the obnoxious, giggly, girly thing that apparently was seen as cute. I don't know why she was acting like that. She's clearly not like that. But she was acting that way, and you got Celaena, Kaol, and the prince all in a group, and she comes up to the prince, and they're all like, "Ah, God, you are awful and really stupid." Why? Why? She's trying to get with the prince. This is how people of the court act, and she's doing what she thinks will get to the... Like, why is she getting shit on so much? Why does she get shit on so much? She is trying. She is trying so hard. And yeah, she's a terrible person. But she's not that... She doesn't deserve to be treated like that, I think. You treat her with a little bit of kindness, she might extend it to her servants. I just don't see why they were so terrible to her. If she got such a short end of the stick, I feel so bad for her. I hope to see more of her character, and I hope for her character to grow. I might end up liking her more than the main character. From what I've heard from other booktubers that have done reviews on this, Celaena's the fucking worst. And I'm with them on that. So I got some pet peeves about the writing style. And in terms of it being, like, it's trying to throw hints in there, but they're really, really obvious hints. And also when it comes to some point of views, like, something is told in a character's point of view, but there's no possible way that they could see the things that are being described in the same paragraph, and I'm under the assumption if it's in the same paragraph, it's being seen by that person, but there's no way that person can see it because there's something blocking their way or just distance. Your eyes are not that good. You're not Mayrin. I'm pretty sure that's her name. The one maid girl in Black Butler with the really good eyes that can see super, super far away. Yeah, you're not her. You're not her. One of the main things, the word assassin is used all the time and a lot, especially with Celaena and how she's an assassin even though she hasn't killed anyone. She kills no one. She doesn't kill anyone in this book. She doesn't kill anyone. She kills a creature. But whatever, it's a creature. She kills no one. She doesn't kill anyone in this book. But she's an assassin. And she's the best assassin. And she's an assassin. And when someone else wants to kill someone, that makes them an assassin, but I'm pretty sure to be an assassin, you're gonna get paid for the kill. You killing someone just makes you a murderer and a killer, not an assassin. And everyone's apparently an assassin. Everybody wants to be an assassin. And did I mention she was an assassin? Look at the assassin's hair. Look at how her hair is down her back in a braid and loose strays that are assassinating people. everything about her is assassin. So many assassins. I got it. She's an assassin. I'm not seeing that she's an assassin because she's dressing up in pretty dresses and blending in with the courts. That's interesting. Because I don't know. When it comes to her dressing up and blending really well as a lady, I take it as her experience of looking at other people, watching how they do it, and then her being able to copy it to blend in and to hide in plain sight. That's what it is. Hide in plain sight. That's the creed. I don't think it's the same for her though. It's not the creed. It's just her wanting to be a girl and liking pretty things. Which is good to like nice things, but when you're an assassin, as the book keeps telling me, you're not going to be fighting in those tight corset dresses. You won't be able to breathe. Or move. I don't think it's possible. So I also mentioned that there were some things about point of views that can't be true because of distance and just something blocking the character's vision. So I got some examples, or I got like 2 examples that just stuck out to me. Perryton's eyes fell upon the black ring on his left hand and darkened, as if his pupils had expanded to encompass all of each eye. Then it was gone. His eyes returned to normal. Kale looked to Coltane as she noticed the odd change. You see that right there? It started a different paragraph, but then in the same paragraph it goes straight to Kale seeing that. I feel like Kale was able to see the Duke's eyes looking at the ring, and then his pupils expanding and then dilating. Unless his eyes are like the brightest fluorescent blue that lit up the room, and then all of a sudden it was gone, like the goddamn bat symbol. There's no way. There's no way he can see that. Unless he got Mei Rin eyes, and I don't think he has Mei Rin eyes. Or unless he's like right next to him. Like this. He wouldn't be able to see that. There's no way. I have predictions. Selena is royalty. She is also Fae. So after she won the competition, after she defeated Kane, and after Kale killed him for trying to kill Selena while she was down, she has a dream. She has dreams to talk to the first queen of Ardalan, whose features we are told that is more Fae than human. So the first queen of Ardalan was definitely Fae. She was a fairy. Selena felt ill at the thought of what else might be asked of her, but she nodded. Fine. She breathed and made to leave, but paused in the hall. She looked over her shoulder to where the queen still stood, watching her with her sad eyes. Thank you for saving my life. Elena bowed her head. Blood ties can't be broken, she whispered, and then vanished, her words echoing in a silent tomb. So they're related. Selena's a true princess of whatever, I guess, Ardalan, and because she's royalty, she can eventually get with the prince, have that princely D, have some babies, and they live happily ever after because fuck the captain of the guard. Whatever, he's the captain of the guard. No one wants him. Maybe Coltane will get him. Coltane? Right? Coltane. Oh my god. Is that really her name? Ugh. And also, pertaining to the ring, it's been noted that the king is wearing a black ring, and the duke's wearing a black ring that is known for putting Coltane in that... Coltane. Can I just call her Catelyn? Can her name be Catelyn? Can her name be Catelyn? Her name's Catelyn. That's a better name. The Duke has used the ring to control Catelyn and her thoughts, and to get her to do things that she wouldn't normally do. In the second book, chapter 2, the king is noted as wearing a black ring. The same black ring, I assume, is the same black ring that the Duke was wearing, or something similar to it, but he's wearing the black ring. And then going into chapter 3, we're getting inside Dorian's head, and he's also starting to question some of the thoughts that he's had, something the way it happened with Catelyn. So I'm pretty sure the king is going to control the prince to get with Catelyn, and Selena gonna be all jealous, like, ugh, how could he do this to me? Blah, blah, blah. Wonder how right I am. Let me know how right I am. Or, yeah, I want to know, how right am I about that? Selena is Fae. She's a princess. She is related to the first queen of Ardalan. The king is using his ring to control the prince. Is going to have him marry Catelyn. It's 5. It's 5. It's 5 things, I'm guessing. I want to know if I'm right. So that's it for my book review. I am very, very concerned. The main reason why I picked this book up because it's by Sarah J. Maas. And Sarah J. Maas, right? Is there a J or is it just Sarah? Yep, Sarah J. Maas. So it's right there. It's written by Sarah J. Maas, and she's going to be doing Selena Kyle. She's going to be writing a Catwoman novel. If Catwoman is anything like Selena Sardathian, it's just going to be a failure. I'm just really concerned. She's writing Selena Kyle. I love Selena Kyle. I hate Selena Sardathian. I'm very worried. I feel like, I don't want to say she's going to ruin Catwoman because there are many other people that know how to do Catwoman well. I'll just stick to comic books and the movie. But I do want to read the book because I'm curious. I'm just really worried that it's going to be a total flop and not do Selena Kyle justice. Anyways, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around this long. I have no idea how long this is going to be because my thoughts were everywhere, and I also just missed some things that happened in the book. Let me know how you feel about this book in the comments below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Should I even waste my time with the second book? I mean, I'm going to because I bought it when it was on sale. And I only bought this so I can have something to hold for the video. Plus, it just looks pretty. I really, really, really like this cover. It is gorgeous. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to leave a comment below. Let me know how you feel about the book. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you in between? Are you also worried about Sarah J. Maas writing Selena Kyle? Because I am. I'm going to be reading the second book. According to the average read time of it, it's going to take me 8 hours. It really is a quick read. At least it was in the beginning. Because it seemed like, oh, action, yay. And then chapter 3, disappointment. So, definitely will plan to do a review on that, so look out for that one. I gotta play more Batman. Definitely gotta do that. But thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Reach for the camera.